What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Zoe with No Days Off DFS, here to bring you guys not a slate breakdown. There's no games today. Just a good old one-on-one, me talking, doing a quick little breakdown, going over some stuff that has happened in the WNBA, looking over the All-Star game, the three-point contest participants, the skill challenge participants, and of course, the big news that just recently dropped. Well, not recently, of course, I'm a day late and $1 short, but I'm still going to cover it anyway. We had Marina Mabrey being traded from the Chicago Sky to the Connecticut Sun. Nobody saw this coming. You cannot tell me you saw it coming, because this was a shocker to the whole WNBA world, honestly. I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna break it down. But before I even do any of that, as I always say, if you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the content I'm putting out over here on the channel. Drop a like on this video if this video or any of my other videos helped you guys win some money. And if you guys actually just enjoyed this content right here, means a lot to me, means the world. With that being said, quick, I can't not talk about it because I did the breakdown on it yesterday. But the Indiana Fever and Dallas Wings was the perfect game to go into the All-Star break from a watching standpoint, just the scoring, everything, records, just all of that. Caitlin Clark went out there, masterpiece. I give it to her. I will give you your flowers today, Caitlin. I will give them to you. I will hand them to you personally. 19 assists, 24 points. Chef kiss, beautiful game, loved it. Aaliyah Boston, 28 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 blocks, great game. Her career high right there for her. And then, of course, the bounce back from my Dallas Wings. Wnba, 24 points. I'm so happy that she finally had a breakout game, actually played very well. Natasha Howard as well actually did something for us, looked more like Natasha Howard, 17 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds, 4 steals, 2 blocks. Really great game from Natasha. And then, of course, it's crazy that she just can come off the bench. She could just be chilling at home. And she came in, and she has just been hooping since they put it back in the starting lineup. My girl, Odyssey Sims, is just a born hooper, bro. 24 points, 9 assists, 3 rebounds. She was cooking, killing, and was honestly a big driving point in regards to us actually winning this game. It was beautiful. Chef kiss. Honestly, if you guys watched the breakdown, you guys should have been able to make some money with just going over the stuff. I told you guys, Dallas Wings would win. If you were able to find a way, and I say it all the time, to go ahead and make this happen. I told you my favorite bench player off the bench was Kalani Brown. If I was taking anything off the bench, it would be Kalani, just in the fact that it's Big T. We know how Big T can be, the menace and everything for Big T. And if you were able to play Enrique, or if you just played Natasha Howard, and was able to somehow run it back and figure out a way to at least get either Leah Boston or Caitlin Clark from the other side, you did great. You did. Point blank, period. As I kind of figured in regards to like the perfect lineup and everything for the slate and for the game, as itself as a whole, it was a 3-3 line that ended up, and also just taking a 0. So this is one of those times where actually taking a 0 was the case. If you went ahead and just put Grace Berger and just took a flat out 0 from her, you definitely were able to go ahead and cash out and win some really good money over there. But that's it. Really quick recap in regards to that right there. Shifting gears, shifting over to some of the festivities and things that we got going on this weekend. But I think the big thing that just starts everything off is the fact that Morriah being traded to the Connecticut Sun. That's huge. That's big. Honestly, no one saw that coming, and apparently, as I continue to read more stuff, if you guys aren't following Annie over on X, Twitter, definitely give her a shout out, give her a look. She covered this piece really well over here in regards to just detailing in regards to the trade and everything. So to just go ahead and detail the trade, as we already know, is being traded to the Connecticut Sun. They're getting Rachel Banham, Morriah Jefferson, the 2025 first round pick, and the rights for a pick swap in 2026, which is really good, which is really key, and I'm going to touch on that in a second. The Suns, they're also going to get the Sky's 2025 second round draft pick in this trade. So pretty good swap. I think it's good for both teams. One, if you guys go ahead and continue to read the article, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but apparently requested the trade. She wanted to be traded. Now, why would she want to be traded after they just beat the Las Vegas Aces, had an amazing, spectacular game? She was finally getting her shot back, was looking very good out there in the lineup, playing pretty good. It looks like she has some really good chemistry and stuff going on out here with her and Kennedy Carter. Why would she request a trade? Honestly, either just realizing that the team's going in a different direction, the youth movement, things like that, realizing that towards the end of the game, the ball's not really in her hands. And I'm not even gonna say not really, the ball is not in her hands. And I can't count how many times that has had a chance to literally tie the game, ice the game, would get sent to the line, and would flop the game. So maybe some frustrations and things like that growing for her. Of course, more things need to come out. I'm sure we will maybe get those details as we do realize, and no pun or no jab at the WNBA, but the women sometimes are messy, and we will figure it out. We will find out. We will learn in regards to why this trade actually truly happened. But I don't think there was necessarily any ill blood or anything like that. You can see them in the post game interviews. Everything looked really good. And I know a lot of people they're pointing out the fact that M was sitting there talking about over the weekend. You guys are gonna find out something because it hasn't been announced yet and everything. But what she was talking about and what she was referring to was not the trade. What I truly do believe she was talking about and referencing was the fact that she is going to be playing in the skills challenge and also in the 3-point contest. I don't believe that she knew anything in regards to the trade happening and going down because this just kind of like lines up just right when she was asked in regards to what is her what is her break going to look like and things like that. What is she going to ready to do leading up to the All-Star break and everything. And she said, I can't speak on it just yet. You guys will see type thing. Was not the trade. Literally, if you just look at it, just think about it. She was talking about the fact that they had not announced that she's playing in the skill challenge and that she was going to be competing in the 3-point contest as well, which is pretty good, decent. I actually don't mind seeing M actually participate in a 3-point contest. I will say her 3-point shot has been a little bit left to be desired. Currently, right now, I do have my girl Kelly McBride winning this, and then my dark horse will be Stephanie Dolson if that does come down to it. For this game, well, not for the game, for the actual contest itself. I don't know why Jonko Jones is playing in a 3-point contest. That right there to me is just another topic for another day. That 3-point shot is ugly, slow, and will take way too long. Be surprised if she makes it through the 3rd or 4th rack. But heading back over here to the Chicago Sky, just acquiring Rachel Banham and Morriah Jefferson. 2 things that I think that this really does for them. 1, it lets you go ahead and continue your offense with how you are already running the offense, running a lot of it through Kennedy Carter, letting Lindsay Allen set up Carter for her slashing, the speed and everything that she has, and also continues with the development of Angel Reese, Cardosa, your young guns that you're really going to be building around and who are going to be the main staple points of your team. You secure yourself another 2025 draft pick, which is really good for you. And then also you have a pick swap, which will be really key and important in what I don't think people realize is going to be that probably a upside down year in 2026 because we have the expansion happening for the WNBA. I don't know if anybody or if everyone forgot, we got 2 new teams coming to the WNBA. 2. The expansion happens in the next 2 years. So for the fact that teams are coming into the league, teams are going to have to protect a couple of players. You're not going to be able to hold on to M for much longer. The Sun, they need to go ahead and make a move to try to actually capitalize on their championship window that they have this year. This is honestly the Suns' last year for this window that they have with the core that they have of AT, Bonner, Bree Jones, Carrington. You needed more firepower over there on that team, and so they made the move, which it pays dividends for both sides. The draft picks and everything, and just the production and the upside that the Sky now have just to go ahead and continue to flourish. Carter is playing at a amazing level. I wouldn't say most improved, and I wish that she could have won 6 Woman of the Year because she literally was playing lights out off the bench. But seeing her actually flourish and play like the top 5 draft pick that she was when she was drafted back by Atlanta, amazing. It's great, and it's good to actually see that she has a coach, believes in her, can push her in the right direction, can actually control the temper, can control in regards to how she plays and everything that she does. It's good to actually see that coming out there. And then, of course, just the building blocks and the projects that you have in Cardosa, because Cardosa is, a little bit left to be desired, but you can already see the chemistry building between Cardosa and Carter out there. Same thing with Reese and Carter. It's going to be a really good 1-2-3 punch that they have out there. And honestly, M, a player that really does need the ball in her hands. She can facilitate. She does very well. She was doing very well in that in the last couple of games like that. But in order for her to get her shot going and things like that, made sense to go ahead and make the move. And I definitely understand why she would request the trade. And no ill will or anything to her for actually just going ahead and doing it. Now, going over to the Connecticut Sun side, honestly, I think this vaults them up there and makes them more of a contender, especially going up against the New York Liberty. You have now another player that can go out there and create her own shot, who can go out there and create the offense and set it up for you. And M, like I just talked about her assist numbers. Granted, I do think you finally move Ty Harris back to the bench. You have your starting lineup of Carrington, M out there, which is going to be very interesting. We know that those 2 have some ill blood right there, or just some really good back and forth. But I'm pretty sure we're going to see they're going to be cordial. It's going to be those things like that. They're professional athletes. They got to, they're playing on the same team. But MM, Carrington, Bonner, AT, Bree Jones, that is a good starting 5 right there. Really good. AT being able to have the ball back in her hands again, lead the offense, be able to set things up, be able to dish the rock. You have another shooter who can shoot besides Bonner, besides Carrington with her shaky shot, but M can actually shoot from 3. This is going to definitely open up the floor a little bit more for the Connecticut Sun. Leaves those driving lanes that AT likes to get to anyway, get that ugly behind floater that she has as well. Bree Jones be able to go to work on the block by herself down there. It's a win-win for everybody in my eyes. What do you guys think down in the comment section? Tell me what you think in regards to this right here. I personally do think that it was a great move for both teams. I know some people were very upset. Shout out to my boy BK. I know you were very, very, very upset. Went off on a couple of us in regards to the fact that they did trade her. But the bigger picture, I see it. The fact that she requested a trade, can't do anything about that. Yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this type of content that I put out for you guys. Pretty short video. I will have more of these things. We'll be doing some more reactions to some of the stuff, highlights from the first half of the WNBA season, and I will still be dropping some prop videos over here on the channel. Definitely check that stuff out if you guys are looking for more content and more things over here. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this. Make sure you drop a like on the video. It's your boy Zoe. Peace.